Okay, in this video, we'll try to discuss about how we can create a dashboard with a global time picker. That means a time picker at the dashboard level, and also a local time picker. That means a time picker at any of the dashboard panel level. Okay, so now to do that, what we'll do is I have taken the same dashboard I have created previously with this Google Play data I have downloaded from Kaggle and created this dashboard. Okay, and if you see, this dashboard has already have a global time picker created on that, right, and other panels. So now what we'll do is we'll try to add a time picker to this apps detail table. Okay, now the same concept can be applied to any of the panels, different kinds of panel, but we will do it for this table only. Okay, so let us start. So what we'll do here is first we'll go to edit, we'll go to source. Okay, and from there I'll just copy this time picker code, global time picker code. Okay, and now I am going to my that Splunk table, that is my apps detail table. Right here, if you see, the panel code is starting here, from here to here. So inside the panel I'll be creating that input. Okay, I'll be giving the name as, let's say, time underscore new, the token name. Search when change is true, let's say. Label, let's say, time new. Okay, default value, let's say 0 and now. Okay, so if I just save it, let me show you how it looks like now. Okay, so now if you see, the time picker has been added at the panel level. Now we have to see whether we can access this time picker values and filter this particular table. Now if I go to source again, okay, how we are refreshing a search based on the time picker is basically this one, right? Earliest and latest value of these two different tags, we are giving the time picker earliest and time picker latest value. Let's copy this and see in our dashboard label whether it works or not. So this is my table, right? And now this is my search is running. So inside the search, let's see if I give like something like this, earliest equals to time underscore new. Okay, now if you see here, when I paste this one, right, Splunk is already saying unknown node. This earliest is not allowed here. Looks like Splunk is not happy when there is a base search. You cannot give again the time picker values. Okay, that to a new time picker value, even though you cannot give the and your base search is basically running based on this, already running based on this time picker value. That's why it is not allowing you any of this time picker value. So we have to fix this. That means by normal way we cannot give something like this for our new time picker. Okay, so now to overcome this challenge, what we'll do is, if you remember, I have created another video previously where I have discussed about how we can refresh the dashboard based on any date field you have available in your index, right? So there, what we have done is we created a dummy search, and that search is basically running based on the time picker earliest and latest value. And then when the search is in progress, we are basically capturing those two values. So this will be a bit like a rough algorithm. Like we have a dummy search which will run with earliest and latest of my new time picker right? Now when the search is in progress, right, I will capture these two values, this time picker earliest and latest values. Okay, I'll capture this and then set some token, based on those values. Okay, then what I will do is in my panel level search. Okay, now in panel level search, use those token. I'll show you how we can use those token as well. Okay. Now first of all, to implement this whole stuff, let's see whether at least we can capture this earliest and latest token of my new time picker or not. Okay. So to do that, what I'll do is I will copy these two text boxes and paste it over there. Okay, just to show you whether we can capture it or not. Similar way, after input, this input finished. Okay, so I'll give the name, let's say earliest new, and let's say latest new. Okay, now this is my two input, and default value I'll give it is this about new time picker earliest value. So dollar this one dot earliest, similar way this one dollar this one dot latest. Okay, now let's save it, refresh our dashboard once. Okay, now if you see why this is okay, maybe this previously it was hidden, so I'll just unhide them. Yeah, depends equals to hidden, I'll just remove it. Okay, so now if you see here, so it is actually capturing, if I say let's say last 30 days, if you see it is capturing those two values. That means somehow I can capture those two values when my search is running as or not. So now to create a dummy search, as usual, what we'll do is we'll create a dummy drop down. So to do that, I'll just copy this drop down code and we'll paste it here. Okay, so now type will be drop down, token let's say dummy. I will not be using this token anyway. Okay, label we can remove it, choice we can remove it, we don't need to populate this drop down. Even default value we can remove it, field for label, field for value also we can remove it. We just need to run a search. So base search also I can remove it. Now the search will be a dummy search, can be make results, right? Make results. Now when the search will be running that time, so how I will capture the event when my search is running, there is a tag called progress. If you remember in previous videos I have discussed is there are different search types or we have different search status, right? Done, progress, finalized. So in this case I will be capturing the progress status of the search. Okay, now this particular search will be running based on our new time picker earliest and latest. Okay, so to do that what I'll do is see this one. So here if you see uh, Splunk is not saying it is an invalid token because this search do not have any kind of base searches. Okay, so I'll say time underscore new dot earliest and time underscore new dot latest. This will be my two values. Okay, now in the progress tab, let's first capture two tokens. Okay, so set token equals to, let's say, job earliest. Now there is a predefined token Splunk creates when a job runs in any search runs in Splunk is a search job. Okay, so the job dot earliest time, there is a token predefined by Splunk when a particular search job runs. So to capture that token, you need to do something like this: job dot earliest earliest time. Okay. Similarly, for latest token, it will be latest time. Okay. Now let's see how this two tokens behaves. So to do that, I'll be reusing these two text boxes I have created. Okay. Now save it. Refresh the dashboard once. Okay. Now if you see here, if you select any values, let's say last 30 days. Okay, so now if you see, the earliest date, it is choosing the last 30 days back. Okay, and the latest, it is choosing today's date actually. And if you see, that it has a very fixed format: percentage y, then month, then date, then t, the timestamp, then the timestamp, and then the um, time zone format. Right now, why we are using this job dot earliest? Because of this one only. One of the reason is it has a very fixed format, so that when I will be using this one in my search, I have to convert it to a strp time, right? Epoch time. So my epoch time format, I will be always knowing that one, right? So to do that, let us do another thing: is set token. I'll convert these two times now, this job dot earliest and job dot latest, to some token value. You can do that in the search level as well, but I prefer to do here as well, so that you can do it like this: to earliest. Okay, now it will be like strp time. Okay, my job dot earliest time token, and then the date format, right? Now, as if you see, I am using strp time here, right? So I cannot use set token. I have to use eval token here. Set is very low level token setup, but when you do eval token, you can do you can do a lot of complex kind of calculation as well. Now the time format, I'll just copy from here. I already created that. Okay. Similar way, copy. So to latest, latest, latest. Similar way, job dot latest time. Both are having same format, right? So my these two tokens has been set it up. Now what I will do, I will be using this two token in my panel level query now. Okay, so that whenever I will pick some value from this time picker, my panel will be refreshed accordingly. Okay, so to do that, what I will do is I'll create a eval. Let's say earliest equals to my two earliest token, $, okay, and latest equals to, now I can use my two latest token as well. Now when, here is one thing, when you are going by all time, right? Sometimes it returns negative values, so you can always convert it to now only. Otherwise, basically you are converting negative values to now. You are handling something if coming in future values now only, which is not not a valid scenario, right? You cannot get an event today for future dates, right? So those kind of scenario you can handle by this code. So if my two latest value is less than ampersand lt, this is my less than 0, then I'll say now. I'll convert it to now. Otherwise, I'll just give this two latest token only. Okay. So my earliest and latest token value I have taken into some variable through eval statement. Now what I am writing is where, okay, my underscore time is greater than equals to my earliest time, right? So similar way, ampersand greater than equals to my earliest time. So this is my first condition, and my underscore time is less than, so ampersand lt, ampersand lt, so less than equals to my latest time. So what I am saying here is basically filter my underscore time based on that earliest and latest token. I am setting it up from this new time picker, so that my search result will be filtered accordingly. Then my dedup app, then table star. Maybe I can remove these two fields minus these two I have created through eval, right? Because eval creates a new field. I can remove these two fields as well, and latest. Okay, now let's see how it's working. So we'll just refresh our dashboard once. Okay, so this is my all-time data. Now what I'll do is from this time picker, okay, let's say if you see this graph, 2015 January we have some data, right? 2015 January. So what I'll do, okay, I think this was a drill down setup. So I'll refresh the dashboard again. Okay, so we'll try to filter this particular table only for 2015 January. So to do that, date range, I'll say 1st Jan 2015 to 31st Jan 2015, right? Now click on apply. If you see here, all this data has been filtered with only January data. If you see all January 2015 data, all are January 2015 data. That means my panel level query is getting properly filtered because of these two tokens. And what I am saying is my underscore time should be greater than equals to this guy and less than equals to this guy. Basically, I'm checking the range of my underscore time, right? Now, to be more precise, let's do this one. Let's refresh my dashboard again. Google Play. Okay. So now let us first filter this whole dashboard only for 2015 January. 2015 Jan, 31st, apply. Now if you see here, there is only 25 records, right? And now January 31st. So I'll just now filter this table only for January 31st. So to do that, 2015, and it will be my 31st Jan, copy, apply. So setting up the token. Now if you see, it is only returning a single row. So this is how you can implement a local level time picker to your dashboard as well. Now for end user perspective, you can just hide this three drop down value by depends equals to hidden. That's all, so that end user will not see how it is implemented. And so and the same concept can be applied to any of the panel over here, so that you can have a panel level individual time pickers as well. So the whole concept is, you first, if your global time picker will be responsible for filtering all the dashboards, and now your local time picker will be responsible for filtering for that particular panel where it is implemented. Okay, see you in next video.